What's up, badass Black Desert Mobile fans? Family combat power is often overlooked in BDM. It is one of the more important aspects to helping grow your account. Black Desert Mobile really makes you play the complete package in order to get the most out of the game. Family combat power is necessary for completing Tower of Trials and Path of Glory, both of which increase difficulty per level, and with each increase offers better rewards. The max family CP that is needed to clear either Tower of Trials or Path of Glory is 35,000 for Tower of Trials. You do get an extra 1,000 as well if you have different classes. So if you don't, you might need slightly higher CP. In this video, I'm going to go over the difference between family CP on the My Info screen, Tower of Trials, and Path of Glory. As I'm sure you've noticed, they are different in each section. I'm also going to go over some ways to help you quickly increase your family CP, as well as the next levels of POG, so you know what you need to get to before the next season launches. If this is your first time on my channel, you are missing out. Be sure to check out the description down below for additional badass Black Desert Mobile content. You won't be disappointed. Alright, so let's take a look at the family CP. If you pull up the CP breakdown section, you'll notice that it shows base family CP and base character CP. What's nice about the base family CP is whenever you create a new character, they automatically start off with that CP minimum. Now the base family CP consists of your Black Spirit, Emblem, passive skills, knowledge, pets, and collection. A couple things that are easy to knock out here, and that is collection and knowledge. Both offer some solid CP increases for your entire account. Next is pets and passive skills. I wouldn't worry too much about them as the pet album is minimal and the passive pet is RNG. If you can get one with CP, by all means do it. As far as the emblem, you want the best one equipped at the highest level. You only need one for the entire account as it is shared. Lastly is the Black Spirit and boss knowledge. They are the most important items to focus on under base family CP. Boss knowledge is attained after completing boss rushes and leveling them. You also get a total boss knowledge, which is an aggregate of all of the boss knowledge. Basically, you want to collect as many stamps from as many places as possible. Here's where I get them at in a day and roughly how many I can attain. Remoteness, I get 70 stamps every day. That's just guaranteed 70. The Black Spirit, you get 19 or 38 every other day. Events, you get 20 at the moment. Sometimes it's 100 or 200 stamps a day. The mail, past 1 to 2 weeks, we have received 500 boss stamps or ancient tabs. I always go for the boss stamps whenever they give us those chests in the mail. Farming violent mobs. So whenever I farm throughout the day, I always farm on top of violent mobs. I get between 50 to 150 stamps per day this way. Merchantry is super important. Any day I can get between 50 to 250. It does vary. Talus shop, I can get between 50 to probably about 150 per day if I get really lucky. Tower of Trials, I get currently at my level, I get 218 per run. I can get 3 to 4 runs done per day, so 620 to 860 stamps per day just from Tower of Trials. Node Manager is minimal, but it does offer some. I get between 15 and 75 per day. Camp Quests, it's about 100 every other day, roughly. Sometimes you got to get the Camp Quest that offers Ancient Ruins, and when you complete the Ancient Ruins, it gives you boss stamps. So sometimes I'll pick up one of the Camp Quests that offers resources, and then I'll cancel it and then leave and then come back and try to get that one. It's always the one that gives Ancient Tabs. Guild quests, these are the ones that people can activate themselves once they have the guild mileage. Depending on your guild, it's 10 to 30 per week. That's over 1,000 boss stamps per day. I like to stockpile until I have at least 5,000 stamps, or about once a week I turn them in and get between 5 and 15 special boss rushes, which also help with boss knowledge. Alright, so that's just about everywhere to get boss stamps. As far as your Black Spirit, you can get Condensed Dark Energy to feed him from a lot of places as well. I'm not going to cover them in detail, but you can get them from Merchantry, Path of Glory, events, and farming being the most popular. The market is also a great place to buy yellow armor and weapons to feed your Black Spirit. Yellow weapons and armor also give residue, so you get two things out of it. I wouldn't buy yellows at the time of this video as they are higher price, at least on the Medea server, North America region. It is good to watch the market and know what each item is worth in residue, so you can get the most out of it when feeding your Black Spirit. I did make a downloadable document you can check out on my Feed Your Beast video. So that's my base family CP. Next, I'm going to cover the different CPs of each. If I go into Tower of Trials, my CP is 31.5k roughly. I can get it to over 33k sometimes, and when I do that, I complete it to level 58 if I use my main. If I go into Path of Glory, it's 39k, almost 40k if depending on the characters I use. And if I go back to the CP tab, it's even lower at 30.5k. Why is the CP different? Well, the Check My Info tab is your actual family CP. That is an aggregate of all of your characters' CP minus the base family CP. That only gets added back into the equation one time when calculating your family CP. If you subtract the base family CP from all your characters and then add up the CP of all of your characters and then add in that base family CP, you will get 30.5k, at least for my account. Both Path of Glory and Tower of Trials do not subtract the base family CP from your characters. Tower of Trials, you can take a total of 5 characters, so you want the strongest 5 characters you can send. So you can send up to 5 members. You can see that they vary, for mine, they vary between 6.6k and 5.8k, except for my alt there, or my main. If you add their CP up, it would equal what you see in the bottom right. Tower of Trials does add 200 CP whenever you use a different class. So if all 5 classes are different, you can get extra 1000 combat power. So you essentially need to get your main 5 classes to 35k CP, which is the ultimate goal here. Working on only 5 characters while having all slots full does have an impact on your family CP overall. 5 ults and your main character is all you need for the most important content. Next question is, how do I farm 3 to 4 Tower of Trials every day? If you don't know by now, Merchantry has the chance to drop Tower of Trial tickets from orange chests, or your rapport is at 200 for a town. You can buy them. These do show up randomly. I can easily farm 5+ tickets per day some days, and then the next day not get any. I have been running Tower of Trials nonstop for now for the better part of 2 months, and I have never ran out of tickets, and I've never ran out of chances to run. I still have a bunch as well. Merchantry offers many rewards. This is a huge one. Always buy them whenever possible. Lastly is Path of Glory CP. This is the same as Tower of Trials, only you take 6 characters instead of 5 with you. Path of Glory offers a ton of dark energy experience and a chance at emblems, which can increase your CP. As far as the CP, this is also an aggregate of all 6 characters inside. Now, the difference between Tower of Trials and Path of Glory is that Tower of Trials, you don't want to send the character you're playing on at that very moment. If you're trying to use the same character, it pauses it and it doesn't get any progress done. With Path of Glory, you have to send the character you're on, so you have to use the one that you're on. Path of Glory is nice. It only takes a few minutes. Max level is 31k. As you can see, I'm well over that requirement, getting prepared for the next levels that release, which is going to be 35k and then 41k, so make sure you do prepare for those. Okay, so that's the family CP. Let's take a look at my characters I have and the gear on them. For starters, weapons and armor are the most important aspects. What's nice about weapons is that if you level them up, you can take the armor from your main account and use them on any of your account to boost their CP, so you could play around and only be a couple hundred CP off of your main. Weapons are the easiest to max first. I do have Jin, Lavertos, and Rosars on all characters, with the exception of my Striker. I have the weapons Awakened crystals on them, and I put minor enchants on them. Typically, I one-tap the enchants. As long as it's CP, I leave it. I did this for all characters that have Jin gear. I have Ultimate Gruntle on my 5 main alts. I do have them Awakened, but I do not have any enchants on them. I will not put any until they are Jin. I don't see the point in using enchants on gear you're going to replace soon. You could get away with maybe purple crystals if you want some minor CP, as they're not very important and you can just throw them away. If you had Jin, I would go for orange or yellow crystals. As far as accessories, I just put leftover yellows on them. I don't focus on leveling them and no enchants. I do have 2 extra orange accessories that I have awakened and enchanted as they are orange, and if I get any more I will do the same. I haven't found much luck trying to sell yellow accessories, especially since they dropped the price on orange ones. So I just make sure all characters are taking advantage of the yellow accessory resonance as best as possible. Speaking of resonances, this is very important when trying to gain CP from alts. I typically don't like to have one alt super strong. I want them all above 6400 CP, as this will give them the max CP resonance, which adds 100 extra CP. A great resonance, or a total resonance for your gear is 500 CP, so it is important to get all 5 alts to at least 6400 CP before progressing them past that. As you can see, most of the armor is not maxed. It's a work in progress. I am also working on a set of orange Griffin gear so I can use to pen or hex my main armor. There's just not enough armor blackstones at the moment. Speaking of blackstones, these are super important for leveling gear. Best places to farm blackstones is repeatable quests, events, merchantry, yes again, node manager, although I don't like this option. Typically boss stamps are better there. Tower of Trials and farming are also huge ways to gain a lot of blackstones. I could get 100 to 120 of each per Tower of Trial run. With 4 runs, that's well over 400 good blackstones. There's also daily repeatable quests in each of the main towns in west of Valencia, offering a grand blackstone for killing 500 mobs. Arena and Ancient Ruins also offer some minor blackstones as rewards. At the end of the day, with most items, it just requires you to do your daily tasks every day, and you get rewards here and there to help you grow your account. As far as lightstones and relics, I currently have the mostly yellow and orange relics and lightstones equipped. I am working on getting all orange lightstones as I'm just waiting for Haddam to release so I can use my stockpile of lightstones. I do have a few orange relics on alts as I need Shaka to exchange coupons to try to get the ones I need to enhance my main relics. So in the meantime, they can sit on alts, or maybe I'll get a red relic. I doubt it, but there is luck there, who knows. Outfits are also very important for family CP. They can add as much as 100 CP per character, and if you have 6+ characters, that could add up. I would focus on getting all alts to purple, weapon, and armor. After that, focus on getting the 5 main alts to yellow weapons and armor. Even if it's only the 15 out of 15, once I get a yellow, I move on to the next alt. Just going from 5 out of 5 to 15 out of 15 is 20 CP increase, instead of trying to go from 15 out of 15 to 20 out of 20 and fail 5 times. Lastly, you're probably sitting here thinking, man, his alts are higher than my main account, and he's got a few of them, all level 72. As you know, I do like to dabble on different classes and learn them a bit, so I have pretty good understanding of most classes. I do recommend completing the main storyline quest as well towards the end of West of Valencia. It gives you 30+ orange condensed dark energy and 10+ Valk Scroll 10%ers. You could do this on all accounts. It's great rewards. So yes, I like to complete the main storyline quest. At the moment, you need about 7,200 on an alt to do this all the way through. I do take advantage of Valors, Field of Valors when available to level alts when needed. And the obvious, Tower of Trials. The 5-man alts have been going in there for the better part of 2 months, which is a lot of experience aside from the rewards. There is also family prestige as well, and as you get your family CP up, I think it starts off at level 11,000, maybe 20,000. I think it starts off at 20,000 CP. You start to get bonuses like inventory, combat experience, dark energy experience, and storage slots. As you can see on the left there, I have plus 100 LT, 10% combat experience, 1% dark energy, and 4 extra slots. That is for the camp storage. And on the right, you can see the benefits all the way up to 37,500 is what I can see at the moment. It does go higher. As you can see, family combat power is just as important to help grow your account. Focusing on your main too much will hurt you in the long run. If I'm at 30k family CP as free to play, and I'm about 300 ranked, that means there's a lot of people, including myself, not able to complete the top level of Tower of Trials, which offers 40 more boss stamps, ancient tabs, blackstones, and of course those 3 orange condensed arc energies. If you could farm those 3 extra times, I mean, that could be an extra 9 to 12 orange condensed arc energies to feed your black spirit. Quickest ways to grow your family CP: get gear on all of them, even if it's 1 slots, and level it up. That's what I started with. Focus on the 5 alts that you're going to be using mainly first. Level the gear evenly on all of them, trying to get them all to 6400 CP. You can start off with purple accessories until you get yellows. I wouldn't worry about leveling them up. Same with relics and light stones. Just pop yellows or even purples if you have to. Typically, you want CP on all if possible. The light stones. Start doing merchantry if you're not. Tons of rewards are available in there. That covers everything on my family CP and how I got there. I hope that helps you guys and gals understand a little bit more about family CP and the differences, as well as some ways to help you grow your account. If you've learned something, be sure to smash that like button on the way out. If you're new, think about subscribing. And with that being said, I will see you next time.